Hey everybody, it's Mel here from simplylive.com.au. The other day I posted a video, I published it I think on the 3rd of January into YouTube with Anne talking to me about packing for different luggage weights and different travel restrictions and different modes of transport across different countries. As a result of that, someone asked me another question that I didn't quite clarify in there, so I thought I'd quickly do a video for you right now. So what was asked of me was, during the video I said that you do need to be prepared that in some modes of transport they may stop your cabin luggage going on board. I always try and make sure, or I definitely make sure, that I have picked a style of transport ticket that allows me to take my cabin luggage on board. But even still, they, for whatever reason, they may be overfull or whatever, want you to take it off. And on buses, they sometimes will pick up your cabin luggage that has wheels on it. They don't like wheels on buses in case someone gets injured. So my cabin luggage does have wheels on it, and I'll show it to you in a moment, but it's a backpack style, and nearly half the time, I suppose, that I go onto a bus, they tell me that it's not suitable and ask me to do something about it. And usually I manage to get away with explaining, look, it is really small, it will fit overhead, and then they let me take it on, which is great. But I have had the chance, the circumstance where they have wanted me to repack it. So what I do is, and I'll quickly show you these bags now. So this is my standard cabin luggage. It is made to, it's only 45 centimetres high. A lot of Australian companies will tell you that the normal cabin luggage size is 55 centimetres high. In fact, very many of them, of the domestic flights in Europe, only want 50 centimetres high, and some start to get a bit titchy over 45. So I keep mine to 45, including the wheels, including everything. So as you can see, this is only fabric, it flattens down quite thin, and this has almost everything in it that I actually take. So it's actually quite thin, and it only has my absolute essentials in it. On this side, it is a backpack, and that's why it's critical to me. It's a backpack style, and when I'm carrying my main luggage, I use it as a backpack, but then I can also use it as a normal cabin bag. It has the pull-up handle, and it has the wheels at the bottom, so I can use it in any format that I want. So yes, if I get to the plane or the train, or the trains are never an issue, but the planes or the bus, and they tell me to repack, this is what I do. I have this, which is just a really lightweight, almost like a parachute silk, and it looks like Canella's going to come and join me up on the couch, my pet's it. And I have this in the outside pocket of my suitcase at all times when I'm traveling from point A to point B. And I check with them on a plane, so I'll go through planes, then buses. I check with them on a plane and say to them, will you accept this cabin luggage on board? And if they say yes, I say, I cannot let it go underneath once you've taken my main luggage away with my fold-up backpack. If they say no, they're a little bit over full, which I've never had happen yet, then I do a repack into this. So that little satchel that you saw is a 35 litre, very lightweight backpack that I use daily when I go day trekking and all of those things, but I don't use a little one. I use a 35 litre. I prefer to have actually a 40 to 45 litre, but this is the size I could get right now. It's very handy, has lots of pockets. So, and I repack it into that, and I will do the same on a bus if they chose to not let me take my cabin bag on board. But the question that Karen Lee had for me was that once I've done that, what do I then do with this? Because it's empty, and what do I then do with it? So two different things. If it's on a plane, they normally don't necessarily say that you can only take one bag on board. They say that you can take 2 bags on board, or whatever combination, as long as it's under a particular weight restriction. In reality, as long as this is under their cabin size weight restriction and size restriction, which it always is, if they say we are over full and we can't take it on board despite you doing all the wrong things, then it's their problem. I obviously do not pay for excess luggage. It's their issue. And it happens in the budget carriers like Jetstar. They just suddenly go, no, we're not going to take it on board. We haven't got enough room. So that's their problem. So they just take it and they put it under board at their cost. So you need to make sure that this is sitting under your required cabin sizing for them, and if they want to take it off you, that is their issue, their problem, their cost. So it simply goes on underneath the stow. I still lock it up, but it's empty. It's got nothing in it. Everything I have is on here. On a bus, pretty well the same thing. The difference being that they can charge you a cost for it, because officially some of the buses do quite clearly specify, which I didn't know until recently, that you cannot take things with wheels on board the bus. And most of them let you. It just happens sometimes. So if you then get there and they say you have to put your bag underneath, you then have to pay for excess luggage, because you're only allowed to have one bag underneath. And if you have two, they can charge you. I don't think they would, to be honest. Buses are not that rigid unless they're really, really, really full and you're travelling in peak time. The transport carriers that I use, and they're obviously all going to vary from carrier to carrier. The transport carriers that I use, one of the common ones are Elsa in Spain and Flixbus. I tend to use a lot, and Eva. They all have a policy that if you book a second piece of luggage pre-boarding the bus, it's only €1 extra to allow you a second piece of luggage. I just pay that every single time. I just pay €1 extra. It's only €1, even if it was €3, I would pay that just to have peace of mind. Like if you've paid €10 or €20 for a ticket, what's an extra €1 anyway to do that? So that's what I do, is I make sure that I've prepaid for an extra piece of luggage just in case they take it off me. But I've only ever had it even threatened seriously to have that happen once. So Karen-Lee, I hope that answers your question. If anyone else has any other questions, please make sure you post them either as a comment or on my Facebook page or Instagram. The links are all under this video. And please share these videos. I'd love to get the word out. I don't want to do just travel, but we are doing travel. We've got travel questions at the moment. But anything on minimalism or whatever, if you're interested for yourself, but share them with your friends so that you never know who's thinking of making a change that wants something different. And there's my puppy, Canella, telling me to get off the phone because she wants to play with me, my pet sit puppy. So thanks for your time. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video and check the links below and post up some more questions. Have a great day. Bye.